Geekonomics, it's our Halloween special. That's what I'm calling it, Brian.
Yes.
So we have special guests today on the show. Friends of the show, FOPs as the kids call them. I think that's a thing. I've heard that
First
somewhere.
time I've ever heard it.
Well, you need to get out more. We have Megan and Danielle, who've been on the show before for different things. And now they have their own thing that they did together, which Brian and I both watched. And it's a minor miracle, Megan, that I actually watched this because I'm sure you probably remember I am a scaredy cat. Do not watch anything horror at all. And
It's not really a horror, though.
Well, I didn't know. It was called Severed. And I was like, I don't know. Who knows Megan, what she's got going on. I'm not going to. So I did it anyways because it's Megan and she's my friend. I'm like, going to watch it. And I was like, oh, this is actually pretty funny. It's not that scary at all. So, yeah, Megan and Danielle are here to talk about the movie Severed. Hey, guys. Thanks for coming on.
Hey.
Thanks for having us.
Oh.
Yeah, thanks for.
Jinx.
You guys owe each other a Coke or whatever you guys drink.
I have a good question to lead us off.
Then lead off, Brian.
I lead off. So I'm a huge David Lynch fan, and the first thing
if you haven't heard,
the first thing I thought of when I started watching the short film, you see the finger, and I was like, this is like Blue Velvet, or like there's a hand. There's a severed. Is it an ear? Yeah, it's an ear. But then I'm like, is this like? I'm like, is this gonna be body parts? Like, what was the influence? I guess because that's the first thing I thought of. A severed finger in a wooded area or on the ground. I just think of David Lynch right away. I don't know why.
I mean, I'm a huge fan of David Lynch, so I think that definitely, whether conscious or subconscious, was an inspiration. But the story kind of came to me based on a dream that I had while I lost my dad a couple of years ago to complications from Alzheimer's and dementia. And my brother and I went through the process of getting conservatorship over him so we could help make good decisions and make sure he got proper care, and that the last few months of his life were as pleasant as possible when you're dealing with this catastrophic circumstance. And during that time, navigating the healthcare system, I was really shocked at how, I guess I've known our healthcare system has been a problem for a while, but the elder care, especially our society is not set up to care for our elders whatsoever. And a lot of families end up being faced with like, well, do you want an inheritance or do you want your family member to get proper care? And it's just, there's not really an incentive to be kind to these people who have served our society for their entire lives. So the topic of what duty we have and what responsibility we have to care for other people was on my mind a lot. So I had this dream in the middle of all that about living in a world where you might wake up one day and just not have a finger. It's just gone. Just missing. Nothing traumatic happens. It's just not there. And then at the same time, there were people, you could be out and about, you could be at the grocery store, on a hike, wherever, and you could just find someone's finger. And in this dream, it was our responsibility. You had to pick up the finger and put it in kind of a doggy bag. And then you were supposed to, and the dream was very different than what we ended up doing in the short, but you had to take it home, you had to scan it in, you had to mail it off. And the idea was that you would hopefully get a match for the finger and that maybe perhaps this person and their finger could be reunited. I'm not really sure because it's not being refrigerated. So listen, it was a dream.
Yeah, it's a movie. Don't worry about it.
I thought it was just a really interesting concept, and I was exploring ideas for the next film that I wanted to make. And I just literally put up a Facebook status that kind of briefly talked about the dream. And one of my good friends who's a filmmaker said, you should make that a film. And I thought to myself, yeah, maybe I will. And then completely unsolicited, this girl that I had met on a commercial shoot like 10 years ago, not spoken to since, sends me this unsolicited DM that says, hey, you don't know this about me, but I'm a dream analyst. And she gave me a whole analysis of what she believed the dream meant, and that it was about reconciling with the pieces of yourself that you're lost or that you're about to lose. And it just ended up being way more meaningful of a moment than just this kind of bizarre dream I had. And I knew I wanted to make a film to honor my dad, but he was not a sentimental guy. Like, he loved Brian De Palma films and tits and comedies. And like, so I knew it had to be funny and I knew it had to be true to kind of my dark sense of humor. And so I started brainstorming ideas, and then I enlisted Danielle, who I've worked with her as a writer before. She's an incredible TV writer. And she helped me kind of get from the outline of the structure of the story to where we wanted it to go. And that was how it was birthed.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's very Lynchian because he loves dreams. Like his whole career was based off of dreams. So that's kind of cool. And then going from dream to screenplay, how did Danielle, how did you like dialogue, all that stuff? How did you like turn it into a story?
At first I had like a different, I thought we were going to go at it through grief, and I sort of had an idea of how it was going to be grief. And then we didn't like talk about it for a bit, which I think was good. And sometimes things happen in like a burst and you just like get it done really quickly, and sometimes you need to think for a while. Um and I felt like, oh, maybe that's too on the nose. Maybe that's too close to what's happening, and we don't want to relive that right now. But and then eventually Megan came to me and was like, I think I know what happens. And I just don't know, you know, how to write it as a script. And I was sort of thinking like maybe she's gonna write it herself. It felt very close to Megan, and finally Megan was just like, no, I need you. Like we should do. I can't write it. You need to write it. And just so I just went over there to Megan's place and sat right on that couch where she is right now. And I said, okay, so what happens? And she had a very clear idea of like what I call like the tent poles of the story. She knew what she wanted. And so I just sat there and like we wrote a rough draft. I wrote out like a rough outline based on what she was telling me. Um, and then when I went home, Megan's one of my closest friends, and so I can hear her voice. And so her voice was like such a guide for me because I'm writing for her. It's based on something from inside of her, and I could like hear her. So that helped me kind of like start it. It was like, okay, I know Megan. Who is this character? It's a piece of Megan, right? And then I thought about my husband, which he like can't, he still is like, and I thought like, what if my husband was a very fragile man? Uh,
I was going to ask about the husband character or the boyfriend character.
and that was sort of, and so and so to this day, when we watched it at Screamfest, he's whispering to our friends, this is basically me. And I'm like, this is not you. Like, this is like you in another dimension, but it's a little, like, definitely a little. Um, and then I don't know, it just from there, like knowing what those to hearing those voices, I sort of was just able to, okay, what are they telling me to do within this structure? For me, like, and this is why Megan and I work so well together. If Megan has like a clear idea of a story, like my strength is character and dialogue. So like I can go in and be like, okay, like how do these characters create this story together? So it really, I sat down after we did the outline. I sat down, I took a few days and then I sat down and I wrote it in like, I don't know, an hour and a half, just like wrote it out and then sat with it and then sent it to her and was like, is this? And then we sort of, fixed it a little bit, but really because Megan had such a clear idea of what the story was. And we have a similar sense of humor, a similar sense of, we have similar taste. I think just like because we know each other so well, it was and we are so aligned. It was fun. It wasn't difficult. There were a few things that Megan was like, let's adjust this. And I was like, of course. And I don't know, it's one of the, working with her is always fun. And I don't want to say it's easy because like writing is annoying, and it's what I do all the time, but it's still like, it's like homework, but
Right.
um but Megan makes it a little bit easier and a whole lot more fun.
So
Nice.
was this like, I know like we had you guys on before to talk about the writer's strike and all the other things and actors strike and all that stuff. So was this kind of during that time frame, or was this after all that was over with? Was this kind of like a Dr. Horrible sing-along blog kind of thing?
Which
It
is
was a
like-
little bit. It was a little
Yeah.
bit after,
Okay.
because I know the inspiration for the or how we got to casting was, it was conversations with Ben Giroux, who plays the jerk partner, who, by the way, in real life is not a jerk. He's like one of my close friends, a really great guy. But both he and Melanie, who plays my friend Chloe in it, where we were just frustrated. We hadn't been working. The strikes were over. It took a lot longer for things to pick up. It's still taking a long time for things to pick up post strike. So we just they wanted to do something that shows their on-camera skills. Both of them are predominantly working in voiceover right now. Melanie is the voice of Chili Healer in Bluey. So she's a famous cartoon dog, but and a lot of her on-screen work, she's a terrific on-screen actor as well. A lot of her on-screen work she's played kind of, I think her last job, she's like she speaks with an Italian accent, and then she's had elf ears, and never really just played like a person. So that was something that she wanted to do, just like to be herself. And same with Ben. He's been doing so much voiceover work. He was the voice of Big Nate on a Nickelodeon Paramount Plus show. And he's the Monopoly guy right now and all the Monopoly ads.
I wasn't
So,
sure if that was like a secret or not.
Monopoly is good?
That's like,
yeah, no, I mean, they're out when it was. I think it was a secret when he booked it, but they're out now, so he can boast that he
cool.
did it. But he got his start in a Farrelly Brothers pilot like 20 years ago, and he had to drop out of USC theater school in order to be able to do it. So he's definitely wanted to just sink his teeth into a fun on-screen character. So having these conversations post-strike with these people, that's how we ended up with those two cast members. And then I hired myself just because I knew I would give me what I wanted, and I was affordable to myself.
Yeah. And you're very easy to direct yourself.
let's not get carried away.
The director's like, man, she's such a hard person to work with.
Yeah.
Actor's like, this is the worst director I've ever worked with ever.
Well, we are our toughest critics. So
Yeah, exactly. So it's only a 12-minute short. When is it going to be available to the public to watch? I know Brian and I got special privileges, but when is everyone else going to get to see it?
So right now we're doing the festival thing. It had its world premiere at the Chattanooga Film Festival, which if you're a genre lover, and when I say genre, it's like horror, sci-fi, fantasy, dark comedy, the Chattanooga Film Festival is so cool. And they do something that's really interesting that not a lot of festivals are doing, is that in addition to having a boots on the ground festival where you show up and you get to see great programming and attend great parties and panels and all of that, they also they started doing this during the pandemic and decided to hang on to it because of the feedback they got from kind of the disabled community, of just making a festival that's inclusive to everyone, even if you don't have the means to travel. Maybe you physically can't do it, you're sick, disabled. Also for people where it's cost prohibitive to be able to travel, but you still want to see these really cool world premieres of new films that hopefully will be released within the year's time. So they do an online version as well. And we actually got word while we were shooting that, based on our script and our cast and being an alumni of the festival, that they had accepted us as a world premiere before we even had the last half shot. It was a lot of pressure. It moved our post deadline up by
Now
like
there's a
month
deadline.
and
Now
half.
we have to finish it.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. And then from there, and I made some tweaks to the edit and SOAR and things like that. After the premiere, after say, I was like, oh, that's a little, I gotta fix that sound. And so then we've just been kind of targeting some leading genre and a couple of comedy festivals. And our first big one was Scream Fest, which is it's 25 years running, the biggest genre festival that exists in the world, and they kind of nickname it the Sundance of Horror, and it takes place in Los Angeles. So you're getting like world premieres of one of the world premieres they had, I think, was Hand That Rocks the Cradle, which just came out on Hulu. There's another movie, Influencers, that just came out or is about to come out on Shudder. So it's kind of a mix of indie filmmakers and then people who are also well on their way.
Nice.
It was cool to get to premiere there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And oh man, I wanted to ask you guys just like a fun technical question, but then I realized it's the end of the short. Don't. Well, there's a cool shot though, and I was just more. You probably know the shot I'm talking about. Like it was just a cool technical. How'd you guys like? Oh, we're gonna have
a piece of cardboard that we cut out with a box cutter.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was like, it's got to be so simple, but it works. Yeah. It's such a good shot.
Yeah, it was. And then, so we have a piece of cardboard and then a box cutter. And then that probably was the thing we did the most takes of because we wanted all the elements to work. But then there is a little bit of VFX to give it once it's in the motion. Yeah. Does that answer the question?
Yeah. Yes. And then,
like that was a cool shot, and then just the fact that his finger was missing. I'm assuming like just a green fabric over his finger, or is that digitally removed?
Both. So I didn't have the budget for my normal. There's a VFX makeup and special effects makeup artist named Ali McGillicuddy who I'm like obsessed with. I hire every chance I get, but I didn't really have the budget to afford her on this or her supplies. So I just kind of had a meeting with her and I said, what can we do? And she suggested green paint and then VFX. So we made everybody stick their finger in a bottle of green paint and then let it dry for an absurd amount of time and said, don't touch anything. And then, and then we shot it that way. And then we went in and we had this guy, Kevin James Barry, is a visual effects artist who I know through an alumni through the Film Quest Film Festival. And he agreed to come in. And so he did all of the removals and then the movement at the end that we discussed.
Nice. That was cool. And I like the theme of like, I was talking to our producer who's in the back doing that stuff.
Producer things.
But we were talking about the theme of the movie, and it's interesting hearing it came from a dream and, you know, everything that you went through with your father, the healthcare system. And then, like, without knowing that, obviously, we were discussing the theme of, like, you know, how people don't, if it's not affecting them, they don't seem to care.
Yeah.
But then when it affects you, you all of a sudden care. And I think it's just like having empathy towards others, be willing to help others, even if it's not happening to you. Like it was just like a cool theme, like a layer to it, and then hearing, you know, the reasoning behind it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's what you're getting with your dream, you know, a little bit.
We had planned initially to shoot it a year ago, mid-October 2024, where I think there was a level of optimism that maybe the divide that we are experiencing as a country would change and maybe there would be some kind of union. And then when the election happened, it went a different way than I had hoped.
Yes. None of us wanted that direction.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yes. But we ended up shooting. We shot like end of February of 2025, and already we were starting to see that, oh, this is a very different world that we're entering in, you know, we're only how many months in? 10 months in, and it's like, holy shit, only half the White House is left. So that was something I think that we leaned into even more once. And it was kind of a happy accident in a lot of ways too, because I think there was the hope that when we made it, that it would be an ideology that was more past as opposed to relevant more and more every day.
Right.
Mhm.
I thought it was very well done. And I mean, there's so like good art makes you think, but good art, you'll get something different from it. But that's what we were discussing about it. So it's interesting to hear where it came from, what it can represent to other people who watch it. So,
Yeah. So
It's
Megan
also
is,
been,
oh, go.
I was going to say, it's also been an interesting litmus test for us when we show it to people and what character they most identify with. Because we have had some people who watch it and they just say, God, I just feel so bad for Ben. And
Oh,
they feel like
interesting.
they've been that guy before.
Mm.
And then some people empathize with me, and some people have said that Melanie's character, where, oh, how frustrating it is when you're friends in an abusive relationship. Nobody so far has identified with poor Kyle. And I think it's just because he has those incredible cheekbones.
yes.
Yeah. I just had to tell my wife, I'm like, the Mark in this is not based off me, just letting you know. Because I was like, she's like, well, I know your friends. I'm like, no. It was like junior high school was the last time we hung out together, so it wasn't me.
But yeah, I mean, I felt bad for all those missing fingers.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, what's going to go on? But I thought I was well done. Like, yeah, like you're just like, I think maybe for me, I'm like, I know people like that.
Yeah.
You know, I know people
we
like
do,
that.
yes.
And sometimes they are like that and things are happening to them and they just don't see it. They just don't see the irony. They don't see the hypocrisy at all.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. And at the time we live in, I think it's a very powerful message.
And I think also there's a level of like, at what point are you just so exhausted from being empathetic to everyone else that you just say, fuck it, who cares?
Yeah.
So the other question I know people that once they see it will ask, how hard is it? What was it to cast a dog? Is that like probably the hardest part was finding the right dog for the
It should have been a cat. I'll tell you that much.
I was surprised it wasn't. I gotta say, after like knowing you guys long enough, I'm kind of surprised it wasn't a cat. But then again, a cat would not act; it would just lay there and do whatever it wants.
Yeah, Megan has strayed into dog territory recently.
Well, cats are very, very hard. Like, don't be fooled by Tonic the cat, who's been in everything. Cats notoriously are very, very difficult to direct. The dog in Danielle's original version and my idea, we didn't have a dog. The two women were just on a walk and saw the finger. And then my cinematographer Neil Tyler is also my partner, and he has a dog. So Zero the dog in the film is his actual dog Zero, who I was learning took direction pretty well. And I kind of just maybe a couple days before we started shooting, I took him for a walk. And he did his thing, and I had to get out the bag and do it. And I was like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if the audience thinks that there's a fake out, that it's just a dog poop joke, and then it turns out it's not. So that's where that came. And he only gave me one take for each shot, really. And we were just like, please don't look at the camera, please. And we got what we needed.
He was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. And it works with the dog because that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, and you pull up, oh, I need a bag. And I'm like, is it going to be poop? Oh, it's a finger. Oh.
Yeah, well, when she pulled out the biohazard bag, I'm like, wow, is that the only bag she got lying around? Jeez.
Yeah. Oh, that's
what does she do for a
really
living?
stinky poo.
So, besides Severed, what else do you guys got going on that people could possibly check out? That you're able to talk about?
Or socials.
Or socials.
Stuff you're
that
doing
you
on
might
your
see
socials.
things that people can check out.
Danielle's been working on something, but I don't think it's been announced, so she can't.
Yeah, I nothing.
So there's something going on.
There's things going on, but nothing that can be announced. I did spend 6 months writing for a cat, and you can check that out.
Nice.
You can check out Sensorio Ghost, the cat. But yeah, other than that, everything else is sort of in the works, and there's nothing to announce just yet for me. But Megan, anything?
Yeah, I mean, I shot a really cool commercial campaign a couple of weeks ago. There's a rumor that it could be for Super Bowl. I don't really know, but I got to work with
Oh.
one of my idols. I can't say who. I can't give any details away, but I'll definitely if and way. So with commercials, you just hope that you make it to set, and I did. Because sometimes so many things change and they cut roles and
Yeah.
cut actors and cancel the spot. All this stuff can happen. So I made it to set and I got to work, which means I will be paid. And then you don't know if you made the cut until it airs. So as long as both that second part happens, then I'll be able to share. And then today I've just booked an indie film that I'm going to go to Florida for, I think in December. So
Woo! Congrats!
yeah, it's
Wow.
with
Look at that.
another collaborator, a friend of mine named Izzy Lee. So she's shooting something, and I got a straight offer. I didn't have to even audition. So
Wow. Look
very
at that.
excited.
Nice. So what's the next step for Severed? What's like the next thing that you guys got coming up with the short?
So the festival game is kind of you have to be really strategic about it because like for instance, Scream Fest, you can't have premiered, it can't have screened anywhere in the West Coast in order for them to screen it. And so we've got a couple of other bigger fests that we've targeted. I mean, obviously, like we've targeted Tribeca, South by, and Sundance. We'll see. Because they get like something like 4,000 or 5,000 submissions and have only a small amount of time to program things. So once we know whether or not those, because those are all requiring of different premieres. So once we know, then we'll probably see if there's some smaller festivals that we can target. And there's a couple that where the dates don't coincide. So yeah, just waiting and seeing. And then I think ideally we would want to launch it on and maybe it's something like Alter or Omeletto, but like a streaming short film platform.
Nice.
All right. So keep an eye out for that.
That's pretty cool.
So as Brian asked earlier, we always ask you guys socials. If anyone wants to follow you guys, to keep an eye on.
Wasn't there
what's
a
going on with
TikTok
Severed.
cat? You guys were talking about some cat on TikTok. What's going on?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's your cat.
Yeah.
TikTok famous.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
And
not.
Iris is
No,
one of
Ghost isn't on TikTok. He's on Instagram, but he's
Ah.
Rio Ghost. And he is a cat mascot of an art venue in Paso Robles who is building his following. And I did some work for him and some animation, wrote some animation for this cat. So you can check out some of his fun adventures on Instagram. And if you want to follow me and my own cats and my own writing adventures, it's DBAU319, DBAU319 at Instagram. That was my nickname in high school and college. So now you know. Now you know my real name.
Nice. As we see your cat about to.
Yes, on the shelf.
Yes.
Shelf I built myself.
Nice. Way to go.
Now I'm jealous Iris won't come back. So to follow my cat, she is on Instagram, Iris Takes Selfies.
Yes, she is.
And then my personal one, I go by I'm a teacup human, like a teacup, because I'm very small. In case people don't remember, I like didn't quite hit 5 feet. So IMA and then the word teacup and human. That's on Instagram and TikTok. And then I think on I left Twitter. I'm on Blue Sky now, and I'm the Megan Duffy there, as well as on Facebook.
Nice.
Nice.
So all those places, definitely check out both of them doing whole sorts of things. Keep an eye out for the independent movie, which I'll be keeping an eye out for, unless it's a horror movie, and then I won't watch it. But if it's not, I will definitely check it out.
I know. I feel like I traumatized you with Maniac, huh?
Yeah. Oh, I never even seen it.
I watched it.
I mean, it's traumatizing. It's nightmare stuff.
I've literally gotten. I think I found somewhere where I could just watch your parts or somehow figured out how to do it.
Oh no, but her birth just
Oh no!
Which was the worst. And I was like, man, I just want to see my friend do stuff, and this isn't cool.
Well, luckily, I've got some. There's some happier stuff coming up.
Yeah. Because you've done some scary stuff, like even the Criminal Minds thing where you were the doll. That was not fun.
Oh, Criminal Minds isn't scary.
Yeah, that's not scary.
But
Mark.
the episode was weird.
Well, it's Criminal Minds. All the episodes are weird.
Yeah, I know. It was the only episode of Criminal Minds I ever watched. But yeah, so thanks guys for coming on. We appreciate it as always. And yeah, we'll be back next time. Happy Halloween,
Thanks for having
everybody.
us. Bye. Happy Halloween.
Thank you. Happy Halloween.
It's been great. Want to thank Megan and Danielle for coming on the show. As always, they're great. It's our little bit of Hollywood brought to you. That's the only connections we have.
Yes.
And that's it. So,
But that was awesome.
but it's cool because they're doing things, and it's neat to help your friends out and talk to your friends that are doing fun things.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a cool thing to get to check in with them once in a while and see what's
Right.
going on with them.
Yeah, it was great. It was great to talk
Over
to
there
both
in
of them.
Tinseltown, as the kids call it.
And we had a great discussion after we stopped recording.
Yes.
And now it
Some
is
fun things in the works.
Yeah, and it is now Monday night. We usually record in the morning. It is
Yes.
Monday night. Brian's
It
gonna
is
turn into a pumpkin.
Literally 9:04 right now. Raw is halfway over.
Yes. So we have Saturday night's main event happening this weekend.
Yes, we do.
Right now, I'm going to tell everybody right now, we only have 3 on the card.
Announced as of taping.
Right. We will definitely keep everybody in the loop
Yes.
when things are announced, which will probably happen
As we're taping
in the next
this.
hour.
As we're taping this.
As we're
Stuff will be
taping.
announced.
So Mark
And
was
Friday.
generously added some bonus picks, and we're going to go through this card a little bit later on in the show.
Yes.
But before we get to that, Mark, how was your week? How was your weekend? You
was
watch
great.
anything? Do anything fun?
I went to NAB last Thursday in New York City. Josh and I went.
Yes.
Got to go check out some fun equipment. Took the train to and fro from Windsor Locks to New York City, which was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, and thanks to our friend from Amtrak.
Yes, thanks to our friend from Amtrak. I
Made sure we
don't
got there
know if he
safe.
Went to school with him too. Justin Chassis
Mm-hmm.
works as a conductor on Amtrak and directed us in the correct way to do things.
Mm-hmm.
So that was helpful. Got to New York City and James went with us, so that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Got to check out some new equipment. Got to check out the new cameras that we're looking to get here at the studio
Nice.
for people to take out. Those look pretty cool. Look like it's going to be a pretty neat addition to the Roadcast setup that we just got in.
Yeah.
Some other fun things we talked to different places about, kind of in the works. Don't really want to talk about it because not sure what's going to happen yet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was also, and I said it's to Claire and Josh, close your ears because I'm going to say something nice about you. It was very cool to see Josh and James like adulting, kind of like talking to different like industry people
Mm-hmm.
and seeing them like actually have knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So
Adulting.
like that little bit of, proud Papa Bear kind of thing. Like, hey, they wouldn't know any of this stuff if I didn't get them into it. So,
Nope, no clue.
yeah. So
That sounds like
that
fun.
was kind of cool. So
That's
that was
nice.
fun.
And you had a relaxing weekend? You stayed home?
I did absolutely nothing. I looked at leaves fall and thought about taking them up, and then I was like, nope, I'm taking this weekend for me.
Wow.
So I didn't
You've
leave.
had
I
a
didn't
busy
do a
couple
thing.
weekends.
Yeah, I haven't done.
so-
I didn't do a thing, and it's gonna get busy all over again. Because this weekend is Mariah's wedding.
Yes. Congratulations to Mariah.
Yes,
I mean, it's happening. And now,
it is.
Are you
as of 9:05 tonight? It is.
you're doing a speech?
I've been asked to do a speech.
I've been asked to do a speech.
I'm not nervous about it at all.
I've been
Yeah.
there. I've been there. I know how it is.
I know. I had to do a speech at my wedding, so
And
this
John's
is karma coming back around.
And John's.
not being the butt.
And then my
But-
friend Eric, last minute, said, "Hey, you should do a speech too."
Yeah,
That was
it's
the
kind of what I
worst.
feel like. Yeah, Mariah's like, "Hey, do you want to do a speech at the
But
wedding?"
that was
It's
the day
like,
of the wedding. At least you have a week.
I had like a couple weeks.
He said more than a week. He said like almost a month.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you have plenty of time to prep.
Well, yeah, but it's like I don't know. So I was like, "What kind of speech are you asking for here? Are we getting like you looking for something
Sappy or
sentimental,
happy
It's
or
up to
both,
you.
or,
It's up to you.
like, more lighthearted?"
You
And
know
she's
your
like, "Only a couple
sister.
minutes."
You know your sister.
Just kind of she's like, "Kylie's winging it." I'm like, "Good for Kylie." And she's like, "Yeah." So
That's tough, winging it.
yeah,
I don't know.
I can't do that.
Because you
I need to have some kind of idea.
but she
what
is
I'm
a
saying.
DM, so I kind of feel like she probably could do it.
Yeah, and she's more of a writer. than I am.
Right.
I don't really
well,
have that.
improv would be.
Well, no,
not
Kylie's
less
actually-
than-
I can
not-
improv.
But
not-
Kylie-
that's
I'm
what
better
she's
at that.
doing. She's
Kylie has
improv.
written,
She's not
though.
writing anything.
Kylie has written stuff before. Like she's a published author
She's
and
helped,
an editor.
Yeah, she's helped Matt edit his books and stuff.
But she's winging it means she's improving. There's no
see,
script involved.
If it was like when I think of improv, like if it was a comedy thing, I could do that. But I can't. Like I'm not gonna stand up at the Apollo, my sister's wedding.
Waka waka.
You get a card.
Go up there. Yeah,
You get a card and you just put bullet points
Yeah.
down, and it helps you remember what you want to say.
Yeah.
Someone
See, it's
get
a
the
tough-
hook.
But then, like I said to Claire, it's like I have a tough thing to follow when you did the Mad Libs, which was genius.
Yeah,
Because he didn't have to do anything.
Fine.
It was,
It was fun.
He
it
didn't
saved
have
you
to
from
write.
having to like come up with a speech, really.
Well, the Mad Lib was a speech.
Yeah.
But you are still like, this is different. This is, sentimental, funny. You have a wit about you. You
So,
can be funny and charming.
It's more the
and-
standing in front of people and talking.
And it's your sister, so it's a
yeah,
big.
it's more standing in front of people and talking. That's my thing.
Luckily-
now you know how I feel when I was
Mark-
hosting ETV.
Yeah, well, I've always said that. Like, I can do this,
Yeah,
and if there's a microphone in my hand like that, like in front of a TV camera, I'm fine.
I can't.
But standing in front of just people,
Yeah, but Mark, at least it's like family and friends. It's not like rando
Right.
people.
Yeah,
no, I
you're,
know.
you're gonna be in front
I
of
know,
family
but
friends.
it's really like
so
people like she works with will be there and stuff. I
Yeah,
don't
you'll be
know
fine.
some of the people.
You'll be fine.
I'll be fine. It's
Josh,
just
can you
getting to
record
there.
it so we can play
No,
it during
do
the
not.
No.
No.
Can you
No,
secretly
no,
record?
because Mark has
Do not.
recorded too many weddings. I am not doing that.
No.
No,
I do
no,
not
no.
re-
I mean,
no.
just record
No,
his speech on the
no,
phone.
Josh,
All right.
no.
Ryan just wants to hear it.
I just want to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, too bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. That's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
I'm sure Claire probably end up doing something
All
just
right,
to
all right.
annoy me.
Well, good luck this
yeah,
weekend.
it's gonna be
Mark.
fine. It's gonna be fine.
You'll be fine.
It's gonna be
You'll
fine.
be
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
At least you're
Oh.
not the only person that's giving a speech at that time. There's
Yeah.
multiple speeches
Well,
going
you're not
on,
giving
so
one,
it's-
are you?
No, but I'm saying
How'd you know? How'd you get out without having to do one? You just say no.
she never asked.
Oh, look at that.
No, she did. She did ask if I wanted to. I was like, no, and she's like, sure,
See, when
good.
she asked me, I felt like if I had said no, that'd be weird.
No,
'Cause I didn't know you. I thought she just didn't ask you. See, if that's what would be different.
no. She.
The fact that
she-
you said no now, I feel like I could have got out of this.
You can't say no.
Well, now
He
I
said
can't.
no.
Well,
I know now I can't say.
But
no
see, here's
now.
the
I could've said
problem.
Yes.
I'm just Josh. You're the Godfather.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
He has more of a connection, so he,
Yeah.
Kylie's giving one,
And-
then,
and
then,
you're-
then
and you're
Mariah
the-
said to me that then she's gonna open the floor for people to then give speeches.
I told her not to do
I
that.
was
Don't
like, it's
not
not open
do
mic
that.
night.
I
Yeah.
told her, yeah,
Until, like, Doomsday.
because we'll be there forever. Of
Everybody will be coming up.
the last thing we need is Mike Marshall or one of those guys going.
Yeah.
I remember. Oh,
Auntie
Jesus.
Lois coming up. I can see that's in
Don't do
20
that. You're
minutes.
opening up a whole
Yeah.
Pandora's box
Yeah.
of
It's just
something.
I said,
Then
keep it.
I could just host
I
a
said,
mic
yeah,
night
well-
and let people up. All right, next up we got
Yeah.
hey, see
Frank from Sacramento.
Mariah's 6th grade teacher wants to come up and say a few words. Come on up and say something. Why don't
That's what I
you?
told her. I told her to keep it to the wedding party and then the
No, yeah.
parental unit type people.
Yes. Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
Because then you get like friends coming up and
Telling stupid stories.
yeah. No,
I remember we got drunk onto the.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everything goes well, Mark.
It should be a good time.
I'm glad you had a relaxing weekend. I'm still recovering from my weekend.
You had to work?
On
'cause
Sunday,
you had, that's what you said to work. I'm like, where are you working at? Because Scott texted me and that's why I was coming.
we
I
had
said,
East.
I ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, he told me. I got there at 5:30 in the morning.
No one
'cause
tells you you have to. This is your choice.
I woke up at 4:30 because the cats got me up at 3:45 in the morning.
Brian, seriously, Brian. This was brought up with the girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Yeah.
Like
Hold
the
on,
dogs,
hold on.
dogs wake us
roll
up.
over.
So
we
anyway-
feed them. Go back to bed.
The cats got me up.
Close the door.
The cats, then I'm never going to sleep. The cats got me up. I laid in my bed for a half an hour, got up at 4:30, got to the place at 5:30, took a shower, whatever. Scott was there. They were all done setting up.
Yeah.
I got to set up nice and early, and I helped people set up, but I worked the door. So
Yeah, as
working
you always do.
working the door and
a
a
lot.
booth, it feels
It's a lot.
busier than it was. It was
Did
about.
Matt Ryan swing by? He said he was
He
going
did.
to.
He did.
He threatened that he was
a-
going to swing by.
A lot of people came by. Like I saw a lot of familiar faces. It was a great
Man,
time.
he's in Cape Cod right now. That Jerk.
Good for him. I was
Well, he's there
exhausted.
for work. He's not just hanging out.
Yeah, he told me.
But he keeps sending me photos like of him, like, I'm by the ocean. I'm like, I'm by the bathroom.
There you go. I'm by running water and flush the toilet.
Yeah, cool.
So anyway, it was a great time overall, but it was like a slow trickle show of like 120 people showed up.
Oof, that's rough.
It was kind of slow.
It was a nice day.
Yeah, and come to find out, there was another comic book show in Massachusetts. I think it was in Ludlow at a brewery, which is kind of funny.
Right down the street from my house, Ludlow. Vanishing Point.
Yeah.
Vanished Valley had one.
So,
Wall of Comics.
but come to find out, someone came from there and said it wasn't very busy at that either.
No. It was the first time they ever did it.
So, anyway.
I was tempted to go check it out just to, like, scope it.
Yeah.
Not to, like, just see what's going on kind of thing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's a new comic book shop opened inside the Play Now stores
Gotcha.
in Massachusetts.
Well, I got rid of some big stuff.
Nice.
I'm getting ready for Manchester, which is in a couple weeks.
It's a big one. It's coming.
It's a coming in a couple weeks.
16th.
That is the litmus test. If that one is slow,
Andrew's show was busy.
I know, but I'm just saying Manchester's always busy.
Yeah.
But if it's slow, that's not a good sign.
Yeah.
So we will see how it all lands. I hope it lands well.
Yeah.
It was still a good time, even though it was a little bit slow. I talked to a lot of folks. We saw a lot of folks.
Yeah.
I did decent for me, and it was a good day. But I was super tired.
Yeah.
9 o'clock, I just couldn't keep my eyes open.
Ugh.
Today, I've drank more coffee than I have in a long time because I'm just like still catching up on my sleep.
Yeah.
And now we're doing a show at 9 o'clock at night.
Honestly,
honestly,
you have guests
Brian,
that are in California.
I know.
You have to reschedule things.
Honestly, Brian, though, that I just recovered from Thursday
Oh yeah, Thursday was
because
a long day.
we got up. I got up late. I got up late.
Yeah. For once,
but
it wasn't me.
But luckily, because we got up late, we met up with our buddy.
We got hooked up, yeah.
And I got to pull the eating in the club car. Had breakfast in the club car, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
But we didn't get home until midnight.
Wow. Yeah, that's a long
Almost.
day.
It felt it felt like it though. But
It was like 9.
it was 10. Well, because it's 3 hours on a train both ways.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that does make it feel like a long time.
And what made it a
Yeah.
little bit worse is on the way back we had to wait for the train in New Haven.
Yeah.
So that was, but it was funny though, the whole situation. We're waiting for the train and the Amtrak pulls up and Mark's like, "Is that the train? Is that the train?" I'm like, "Yeah, Mark, it's
Well, because
an Amtrak. No, because it's a CT rail.
trains. That's what you usually would take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that the Amtrak also does the CT rail runs
Yeah.
as well. You can
Yeah,
hop
yeah.
either one if you have the tickets for
Yeah.
CT rail.
Yeah. You just
So-
didn't you just sit in there and they change lanes and you continue on? Right?
Yeah, you can do that, but sometimes
That's
you
what
have to
I've done.
switch the trains. You have to sometimes.
Yeah,
you have
no.
to
When
go
you get to New Haven
switch
with the
trains.
CT rail, you have to switch trains.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Or
because
you
I
didn't
went,
have to do that this time.
when
though,
I went to New
first time.
York, taking a train one time, you get there and then like they disconnect, you lose power.
they take the diesel off and they put the electric engine on.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
they attach it to something.
Yeah, it takes
else.
like half an hour.
Yeah.
That's what we had to do.
You
in
just
New
kind of sit
Haven.
there in the dark with
Yeah,
no
in New Haven.
with nothing.
Yeah, with no power. Or anything.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
But it was
It
the
depends on where you're going into
Yeah.
too. If you're going into Grand Central, it's different than if you're going into.
because if you're going into Grand Central, you have to get off
you have
at
to
New
switch
Haven
trains
and switch
go to
trains.
Metro North.
Yeah, I
You're going to
was going
Penn,
to
yeah.
Penn Station.
But
Yeah. So that's the Amtrak.
the thing about coming back was we actually got on the CT rail train,
Yeah.
but it's not even a CT rail train; it's the old New Haven trains.
Yeah. New
Which-
Haven line.
which are nice because it's retro, but they have the tables with the chairs with the tables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, no.
Set up on a table. It was nice.
Nice, yeah.
So
Back
Mark
over.
and James sat there. I sat behind them.
Yeah, it was nice.
nice.
But it was a
fun.
long ride. It was a long trip.
It is,
It's long.
but then you don't have to worry about traffic. You, don't have to pay for
You
parking.
don't have to worry about any of that.
Yeah.
Like all we'd do is just walk 20 minutes because
You're
we went to
there.
Penn on the way there. Then the way back we had to do the subway to get to Grand Central.
Yeah.
And then we got on a train and then it was just the ride home. But
Yeah.
like I said to the guys, like it didn't take any longer than when
we drove.
Chris and I drove
Yeah.
the previous years.
Yeah.
to get there and back, it was about the same time frame.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah, if I do it again next year, I'm doing the train thing.
And at least with a train, you're not going to hit traffic because the traffic can make that ride even
That's what
longer.
always happens on the way back. You
Always.
hit
Oh yeah,
traffic
well,
on the way out.
well, even because like especially now they're doing everything on 91.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
we come back from hockey,
Yeah.
and it's Hartford they're doing construction. Windsor they're doing construction.
Yeah,
Enfield
Enfield.
they're doing construction. So it's just
It's easier to take Route 5.
yeah.
All right.
I mean, I would have been home earlier, but I had to drop off everybody because no one has cars.
This is not a good sign.
Well, Josh and James. I had to
I
drop them
know,
both
I
off.
know.
And James is in Ellington now, so I have to drive out to Ellington.
Oh my God.
But I know he lived right on the main road in Ellington, like right on the main drag there.
smelling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the smelly part of town too.
Yeah.
No, Brian,
next to-
yeah,
not
James
far
lives
from
in the
yeah,
smelly
The
part.
fart factories.
Yeah.
Yeah. The mook
Yeah.
house.
Not on the like main strip of Ellington,
Yeah.
but like on the way, the back way to
Just
get
give
to.
it. You should just say his address on.
I don't remember it. I don't remember it.
What's his phone number? What's his social security
I
card?
don't remember it.
All right. Well, I will say we should save the rest for the next show because we got wrestling to talk about.
What
We
rest?
do.
What rest, Brian? We're done. That's it.
That was it. That's all we've
No.
talked about.
Yeah.
Nothing else we really did.
Unless
you watch something.
I am 2 matches in
AAA?
Halloween Havoc.
I'm going to finish that tomorrow morning. Obviously, I still got to watch my at Raw, which is happening
Which will
right
be
now.
Wednesday, and then
Which will be Wednesday, and then we time for
next
NXT.
week, you get ready for
It'll be
NXT,
Thursday.
it'll be Thursday. Then you watch.
Saturday
You
night
watch
main
SmackDown
event on Tuesday.
Saturday, then
Yes.
you watch Saturday night's main event on
On
Monday
Sunday,
Tuesday.
I watch it on Sunday. No, I'm going to try to watch that live. So it's a whole week of wrestling. I have watched a few things.
It's like Saturday night's main event. You won't get like that's not a Netflix thing, so you have to watch it on the
I have Peacock. I'll watch it
on the Peacock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the key.
Actually, it is on Netflix internationally.
Well, there you go.
So, but I do have Peacock, so I will be watching it.
It's weird now because we watch everything on Disney Plus.
Yeah, you don't have to go through the.
It's all like
yeah.
so. I went through all the effort of getting the ESPN thing figured out, and now it's all just on Disney Plus.
Well, then.
Well, 'cause you have ES.
And
yeah.
now eventually they're going to kill Hulu.
Yes.
It will not be a thing. They've already said
ESPN,
it.
Like the PLEs, like
Yeah.
I went through all that effort of making sure the ESPN part worked, and it's all just on Disney Plus.
Well, because you have the bundle.
No, I know, but I'm
Yeah.
saying, but the way they promoted it, they made it sound like you had to have the ESPN app.
Yeah,
To
you
get
can.
everything.
You can go because
But
it integrates.
If they just said if you have the ESPN, if you just get ESPN, you could watch it on Disney Plus.
right.
Then people probably wouldn't have been as tweaked out about it.
Yeah, I know.
It was very bad.
But
It was a whole
you still had to upgrade because you had to have the
Yes.
ESPN.
Yeah.
I mean,
Unlimited.
you get it because
bundle.
or if you have a cable provider that has ESPN,
Right.
which we get it through the Fubo. So
There you go.
No, I still had to upgrade. I still had to upgrade it.
because the company you have does not have the
Right.
deal with ESPN.
Yes.
I, on the other hand, have a company that does that. So
All right. We shall get into our wrestling
Saturday
challenge.
night's main event is this Saturday. It's now time for.
It's now time for the Geekonomics Wrestling Challenge.
Yes.
I knew you'd come. The first match we have out the box is the WWE Women's Championship match. A little bit of a grudge match between the newly turned Jade Cargill. You watched SmackDown, right, Brian?
Yes,
Okay,
I'm
good.
up to date.
Well, not
Brian
really.
Brunson.
but-
What? Huh? Huh?
What? Who? Did
I'm
what?
up
The
to
who?
I'm up to date as much
Other
as
than
we're
today.
all up to date.
Oh, okay. Well, not really, because we've seen Halloween Havoc, and you have not.
But that's not going to affect this.
I mean, no.
Okay, go on.
Jade Cargill up against Tiffany Stratton. Brian, we're gonna ask. We all know what you're gonna say. Who you got?
This is their second match where Tiffany kept the belt, and we're going into match 2 between these two. SmackDown, Jade, just did they have some sort of tag on the
No, she came and saved her from a beatdown.
on the highlight reel? It didn't give me the
Yes.
match; it just
she
gave me the
came and
aftermath.
saved her. Jade came and saved her from a beatdown by the whoever was beating her up.
Oh God, I can't remember.
It's funny. I would remember, but it didn't show me on YouTube. It just showed me what happened.
It was 2 women were beating her up.
But Jade, basically,
Chelsea Green and Alba Fire, maybe?
so Jade,
Maybe.
No, Kiana James and Julia.
That's what it was.
that's. But Julia has the belt.
She has a U.S. championship.
She has the U.S.
Oh, is she going? Is she gunning for the big belt?
I don't know.
So anyway, Jade comes in, saves her, but then decides to take her out. I think that Tiffany is going to retain. As much as people feel that Jade is going to take this belt, I think it's going to be a trilogy. I think that we're going to see a third round between these two, and possibly Jade could take it from her at that third match. I really feel that I don't think Jade's there yet. Like, I you know what? 6 months ago, I would have been like, she's ready. But she doesn't have it on the mic yet. And that's what makes me feel like she's not ready for the belt. I could be wrong. It could be time for Tiffany to lose the belt. She's had it for a very long time. So, and she has been undefeated for a while.
She lost to Stephanie. She was 15-0 for the year.
Yes, but that was
Then she lost to
that
Stephanie.
was Crown Jewel. So it was
Crown
like
Jewel.
it was no.
It still counts.
It still counts.
So now she's 15-1.
Yeah, so I'm sticking with Tiffany for this, even though I don't know, but Tiffany, going Tiff.
Surprise, surprise. Josh, who you got?
It is Tiffy time. No more.
Ooh,
I'm gonna go
look
with
at Josh
Jade.
with trying to be fancy.
I like that. Swerved.
He swerved it.
He swerved
He
it.
swerved it.
We thought we knew where you were going.
He was, he had one good week, and now he's like being all fancy about it.
Oh,
Like,
God.
I've got points now.
The eagle
I'm
has
going for
landed.
people. Okay. Jade Cargill just turned. Tiffany's been champion for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thought.
Since last year.
This is last year.
She cashed in.
Yeah.
And she got it.
Yeah. I mean, taking the belt off Tiffany right now, it's Saturday night's main event. I'm going with Tiffany. If it was Survivor Series or something like that, I might think differently.
Right.
But Saturday night's main event.
Still, things can happen.
I mean, speaking of things that can happen,
Mm-hmm.
the World Heavyweight Championship match. The Seth Rollins is hurt. Oh no, we need to find a new champion. CM Punk
Yes, my man.
up against main event Jey Uso. Who you got, Josh?
See, this is difficult.
This is the hard.
This is so hard because there's so many storylines.
Yeah, I know.
That can be built out of this, no matter who wins.
Josh, I've been racking my brain on this all week.
Right. That's what I mean. It's like, because like I've even been watching like other people talking about it, and it's like there's so many different storylines that can be built
Oh my god.
out of whichever way this goes.
Yeah.
Because you have Jay win it, but then you could that way you could possibly start the Jimmy Jay fight. You have Jay lose it, and he's like, I deserve it because I'm the successor to Roman Reigns. I'm the new Roman Reigns. I need to win. That's the other thing. If you haven't win it, then you can be like, I am the new Roman Reigns. I am the OG. I could, and then you have the CM Punk angle of he wins it and he's now has Seth's belt, but he didn't beat Seth for it. So did he actually, like, is it, it's that whole thing of when CM Punk won the belt and then left, and then Cena won the belt and CM Punk came back with the real belt. So is it, you can pull that thing.
Is he really champion, or is he just the champion because
Right.
they didn't have anyone else to be champion?
But then you have the other thought of, could they pull a no decision and have the Bronze come out and just make sure that no one wins and they take off with the belt?
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I'm not saying that's going to happen, but that's one of those things of, it's Saturday Night Main Event. Anything stupid could happen.
Right.
But I think at this point, just to build more of the story of the championship, and because of the way he lost it, it would make sense for CM Punk to win it and have that be the fight of, oh, I have it, I won it, it's my belt. But then everyone's saying, you didn't legitimately win it because you won it in a,
Vacated
belt. So you're not really a champion, and you could start that whole thing with the Bronze as well. So I'm going to go with CM Punk.
Okay, Brian, who you got after all that?
Sorry, it's just this is like the
diarrhea.
one that has
I love
so
it.
many different angles.
It does. It's so many variables. Everything that Josh said is absolutely correct because I've been debating this in my head. CM Punk wins this. Where does that move the story? Jey Uso wins this. Where does this move the story? But also, who are the people on the outside that could come in and interfere? But for me, as much as I want CM Punk to win, I feel like story-wise, I don't think, personally, it's going to be him. I think Jey Uso is going to win. I think they're building this friction between him and Jimmy. They've really been building it up. There's something going on with them. Also, Jey Uso could turn heel. There's a lot of, he's wearing darker colors, eating ain't easy, all that kind of stuff. He's becoming a little bit more edgy. He's getting the edge on him.
Spicy, if you will.
Also, I feel Josh makes a good point. I think the Vision will never let CM Punk get this belt. And I think Paul Heyman and the Bronze have a plan that they're not going to let CM Punk get this belt. I also think Jimmy's going to come in, possibly, try to help Jay, but in the process,
Cost him the belt.
That's two things that conflict my story here. I think, but it makes more sense that Jey Uso gets the belt because it goes towards War Games, I think. If CM Punk gets the belt, I don't know where War Games goes with that.
I don't think anyone knows where War Games goes at this point.
Yeah,
War Games is like totally non-existent right now.
Right now, it just
There's like nothing.
Honestly, at this point, War Games. The only mention of War Games was the NXT stuff.
But even,
so, is there going to be a true?
Is it going to
big
be like
battle
three,
War Games, or is it going to be?
Is it going to be 3 teams
Yeah.
from 3 different brands going at it?
That's what I mean. So is it
going to be like,
or is it going to be a mix up of everybody? Like, because remember, it was at what was it? Well, I can't remember what Throwback with NXT. It was supposed to be Triple H, Shawn, and Regal. At least that's the way they set it up.
Yeah.
Are going to make their own teams.
Yeah.
So does that mean that has nothing to do with any of the stories, and they're going to grab everybody? So you're going to have NXT guys.
I think
with
it might
SmackDown guys,
This might
and
be
Raw
like an
guys.
interesting one this year because they just don't have the stories going
And
on.
it's
Right
and
now.
it has a
Everyone's
lot.
out, injured.
Well, it has to. Yeah, it has a lot to do with
The Seth
injury. So they're
stuff
going to
there
do.
really threw a wrench in the thing.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no like.
So is War Games going to be storyline driven, or is it just going to be
team driven.
Team driven?
Right.
But anyways, Brian,
so-
you picked
Sorry.
I'm going Jey Uso.
Jey Uso.
Because I just feel like story-wise, it makes more sense. And CM Punk doesn't need a belt for good storytelling. He just does it. He's one of those people who just does it, and it works. Jey Uso kind of needs a belt for him to move, to his story to keep going, I think. So, Mark.
So, I've been debating on this as well.
It's tough.
Not debating on who's going to win.
How it's going to
Debating
happen?
on how they're going to end the match.
Well, that
There's a part of me that wants to pick no contest. And I don't know if that's something we've ever done before.
but
on the
you're
picks.
throwing out points.
No, I would just pick a no contest. No one wins.
But you're
That would-
losing 2 points.
Right, but
no
he's
matter
saying
what.
if it does end
If it
up
ends
in a
in
no
no contest, then I
contest,
get
he
the
would
2
get 2
points.
points.
If no one wins,
If no one wins, he would get.
But if someone does win,
then I lose 2
He would-
points.
he would lose
so
2
it'd be
points.
just like if I pick
So yeah,
Jay and CM Punk wins, or if I pick CM Punk and Jay wins.
all right. If you want to pick no contest,
Because there's a
I mean, you
sneaking
can.
part of me.
oh yeah, because I have that same feeling.
There's a tiny 1% of me that fool me once, shame on me, or fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me.
you think Seth?
Is Seth really hurt?
Yeah, he's really hurt.
Is he?
Is he?
unfortunately, now this is what people are going to think.
I know.
Is he actually hurt?
Like when they've had these issues before with guys getting hurt who are
Well,
champions,
and that's the thing.
you have the video packages
Yeah.
of them going through surgery.
Yeah.
You have like the things where they talk to the guy
And
afterwards.
the last time he didn't go through
The
any
guy's
video
there.
package.
Yeah, the guy's there. He gives the belt back. You have that moment. This one, you had the Bron's turn on him,
Yeah.
supposedly.
Well, we saw it. Yeah.
No, but
Lay him out,
Yeah.
and then that was it.
Yeah.
We've had Becky, come face
follow-
to face with Paul Heyman.
Following week, Paul Heyman came out and talked about how Seth was injured and
Yeah.
yada yada yada.
Yeah.
He's not the leader we need.
Yeah,
So I
but,
don't know.
But
that's what I'm
could
saying.
this
Is
all
it
just be a
could go no
ruse?
contest.
because he didn't want to
Because-
fight CM Punk.
Right.
Because CM Punk won the number one contendership.
Yes.
So could Seth be like, you know what? I'm not gonna face CM Punk because if I lose to CM Punk, then what the heck? Like, I can't.
There goes the story.
There goes
my
the thing.
There goes my power.
There goes my power.
Oh man.
So if I come up with this scheme
yeah.
where you guys take me out, I say hurt myself in the match with Cody Rhodes.
So what do you think is happening here?
I think Seth's gonna come out, and he's gonna cost CM Punk the championship, and take out Jey Uso at the same time.
Whoa. Oh.
And at Survivor Series, we get a triple threat match, or a bigger match, or a 4-way match.
No, you're gonna get LA Knight, CM Punk, and Jey Uso
So,
against Seth and the Brons.
Or a 4-way match between the three of them and Seth. And the Brons come out. Everything's happy, hunky-dory. The Vision's back together again. The three of them are pals.
This is their plan.
This was all a big ruse again. Messing with
Well.
everyone's brains.
Paul Heyman does say he always has a backup plan.
Yeah. And Becky comes out and then laughing hysterically like this was all a big
Right.
joke and everyone fell for it again.
Yeah.
We got you once and now we've got you a second time.
Oh man, Mark.
Boy who cried wolf.
Yeah. I'm kind of liking this, but who you picking? No contest?
I just don't like
If Jay wins it, that's an easier
like
win.
you said, either one of them winning makes no sense.
Well, no.
No, both
Either of them
winning.
winning can make sense,
Yeah.
but also
But no, neither one of them have like I
True
know they
storylines.
really, really are pushing. I've heard this as a thing. Like the Usos really want to do the match again, the brother match. Like they admit that WrestleMania was not good.
yeah.
The Jay versus Jimmy match.
I remember that match. It was
and
okay.
they really want to do it again, and really want to make it like.
Mean something.
well, there's friction between
So they're
them.
building the friction there.
Yeah.
So you could do that. Jimmy could win,
Yeah. Well,
then
Jimmy
you
could
have-
come in,
or
take out
or Jay
Jay.
could win, and then you have the Jimmy Jay.
Right.
But that's what I mean is
scenario.
you could easily set up,
CM Punk winning just doesn't make
both of them
sense.
like in the
CM
middle
Punk,
of the ring.
there's no story there. Oh, he wins the belt.
I mean, he gets the belt that he's been looking for,
Then LA
and
Knight-
then like
but-
he's just there, and then LA Knight's going against him.
It's a
but
bigger
doesn't make
win
any...
for CM Punk to win it against Seth.
Yes,
That's the bigger win.
yeah. But that's what leads me to believe, like, even if it's not even like you said, kind of the Vision coming in, but like even Seth just appearing, and Punk like being distracted, and there's a roll up, and Jey Uso wins that way.
Yeah.
Then Seth's guaranteeing CM Punk doesn't win the championship.
He-
and
That's his
Seth's,
thing.
Seth's
They don't
screwing
want to let
CM
CM Punk
again.
win.
But Seth returning would be a huge thing.
Maybe. All right, Mark. Who you
So-
picking? Who you picking?
Or are you picking?
Or yeah, you're gonna say no contest.
Or am I picking?
You have to
Exactly.
say. You have to say no contest. You're giving yourself kind of. I think you're slighting yourself saying no contest, but I think there's gonna be a winner.
I'm gonna say Jey Uso, but not be happy about it.
All right.
I do like this conversation though because
Because as soon as this happened,
no, but
He never had
further
a-
down the card I have another thought.
because he never had a brace on, and supposedly his shoulder was messed up.
Yeah.
And then they had a shot some other time where he had a brace on.
Yeah.
Well, he had the big coat. We didn't see. He had.
Yeah, but he had like his arm, but like even when
And his arm was like
the
this
bronze,
the
if
whole
his
time.
shoulder was that messed up,
You wouldn't be holding a
Braun's
coat up.
tsunamiing him.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
literally lands on the shoulder.
well,
that supposedly needs to be.
Mark, you
Like,
make
is
a
he
good
having
point.
surgery or like?
I didn't say.
There's been no information again.
No.
We're back into the thing where this time instead of seeing him with like injured, now we're just not seeing him at all.
Yeah, which makes you think he really is injured.
But then he's just kind of like left off the face of the planet.
Because usually that's what happens. They get injured, you don't
But-
see them. He was everywhere when he got injured. He was on podcasts.
I
He was seen at the
know,
gym.
but that's like
I was
the-
like,
He was
this is
posting
weird.
videos
But
of
that's
his
like
kid.
the perfect thing. It's like they've already like planted the seed already.
Mark, well, what are you picking?
I said
Oh,
Jay,
Jay,
but I'm just
okay.
kind of like,
I know.
All right, let's
there's
go.
a part of me that's
I know.
like, I don't want to get fooled again.
Lock it. You're
The boy who
locking
cried
in.
wolf.
You wrote
I know,
Jay.
I wrote Jay.
You're locked in.
All right.
We're moving on.
WWE Championship match. It's Drew McIntyre for the 9 millionth time up against Cody Rhodes. Because Drew McIntyre, the wrestler who has rivalries that last a lifetime.
Yes, it does. Trilogies with this guy. Trilogies.
Well, it's not even trilogies. It's like
prequels and
biblical
sequels.
proportion length stories
Yeah, with him, it's everything's big.
about nothing. About him just not being respected.
He's a big Karen. What can
He's
I
a
say?
big whiny Scotsman.
Yeah.
Brian, who you got?
I think Cody Rhodes retains this. Come on. I don't think Drew is going to beat Cody Rhodes. I think it's going to be a fun match, though, because I think Drew's really good. Cody Rhodes, they've been putting an edge on him. He used the belt against Drew. There's been some, like, uncharacteristics of Cody Rhodes that I think that Drew is pushing this edgier Cody Rhodes, which is kind of nice to see. So I
The less
think,
PG Cody Rhodes.
yeah, I kind of feel like this is kind of Drew McIntyre can bring out the edge a little bit. But do I think Drew McIntyre is going to win the belt? No. Cody.
Josh, who you got?
I'm taking a swing
What?
Ooh.
because I have a strange feeling Cody needs to disappear for something. I don't know why.
Street Fighter?
Yeah,
already
a little
did
bit of
that.
the Street Fighter thing, but I have him disappearing the last time, and then also for the birth of his kid.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised they pull something where he needs to disappear for a little bit, and this is an easy way for him to disappear and set up, and finally just give Drew the belt.
Yeah, but then who's the face, though?
I know, but
There's no other face.
I know, but it's just, I'm just spitballing here.
That's the SmackDown problem. There's more
yeah,
bad guys than there are good
there's
guys.
so many bad guys in SmackDown that
And now you take the belt off Sammy, too, so it's
Right.
like, what do you do with Sammy now?
Right. So that's what I
Does
mean.
Sammy
So
now
I'm
go
like,
after Drew for
Yeah.
some reason?
so I'm like,
But who's going to believe Sammy can beat Drew?
yeah. So I'm just like, what the heck?
You're taking a swing.
Taking a swing.
He's
Going to
down
go Drew.
points. He's going for it.
Not even that. It's not even the points thing. It's just the whole
you
thing
can
of
say, I mean, it's all right.
no, like Drew trying to take him out,
Okay.
and then Cody going all stuff he said he wasn't going to do with
Yeah.
John Cena,
Yeah.
but now he's doing it with Drew.
Yeah.
Does he go too far and Drew capitalizes on it?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cody's going to win.
I was just seeing if they added any. Nothing yet. All right, we're going into our bonus.
Before we get into the bonus things, have you guys seen the 4 videos?
Yes, it's going to be
The walking videos?
It's going to be what's his name from NXT.
It's not going to be Oba.
No, it's going to be the mafia guy. I can't think of his
Tony
name now.
D'Angelo?
Yeah, it's going to be Tony D'Angelo.
Why would he have 4 different shoes? There's
Dude,
4 different
he's a
videos.
mobster.
But why would he have cowboy boots?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be him. That's my guess. Why? Who do you think it's going to be? I think it's going to be Tony D'Angelo. I think he's coming from NXT. He hasn't been in NXT for a while, and he dresses up in a mafia suit. So when I saw the shoes, I thought of him.
One of the videos, he's wearing loafers.
I mean,
Well, I think there's like a new group coming.
there's 4. There's 4 videos.
Yeah, I
with
almost
4
have a
feet.
feeling there's a group coming because if it was the same person, why would you have him change his shoes 4 times?
That's a good point. I
Yeah.
think it could be 4 different people. I think D'Angelo could be one of them. I mean,
I think
don't
one
know.
could be Oba, the one with the big pants and the boots.
I'm almost feeling there's a NXT group coming up as a faction,
Yeah.
a la Core, a la Nexus.
Nexus.
You know, that type of a bunch of guys from NXT coming up. Hey, that could be the War Games thing of, you know, 4 new guys going to fight the establishment.
Unless there's some other video that popped up that we don't know about.
I mean,
I've only
no,
seen
just
the 4. I've only seen the 4.
It's only
so,
the 4.
but that's what I mean. It's like
we also haven't seen Raw, so we don't know if anything's been done in Raw. If
Yeah.
there's been any
no,
kind
but
of
that's what I mean.
mention
But
of anything
one is dress shoes. Is it 2 dress shoes?
One dress shoes. One in like military type, like heavy work.
I thought it was
boots.
cowboy boots.
There's a cowboy.
There's a
boots
cowboy
one.
boots and then
like
there's a
tennis
loafers.
shoes one.
No, it's loafers. There's one
Loafers.
that's like
Because they're all wearing dress pants.
like moccasin
No,
style
the last
loafers.
one's cowboy boots and jeans.
Yeah.
oh,
Very
Yeah,
much
one's wearing
similar to a
jeans.
Brock Lesnar look. That's
Yeah.
what I first thought it was. Which made me kind of steer towards Vision.
You
But
think
that'd
the
make-
Vision?
why would you
promote the
hide?
Vision?
Yeah, why would you
Yeah,
hide that?
and
Why would
then,
you hide
unless you're repackaging the Vision as Brock Lesnar's boys or something like
I
that.
don't know because there's been
Well,
rumors of Chris.
There has been
Jericho.
rumors. There has been rumors of that with
Paul Heyman
the Paul Heyman guys.
did talk
Yeah.
to Brock Lesnar.
But the
Yeah.
first legs were not fat enough to
No.
be Paul Heyman.
No,
Not anything against Paul Heyman, but
yeah.
that wasn't a
There's very
big guy
thin
feat.
pants.
That wasn't big guy
And
feet.
you're not
either.
going to hide people we know.
Yeah.
You're hiding something that
Yeah.
we don't know.
yeah.
That's
And
what I mean,
Why
is
did you
it's-
just drop
it's
it
sort of
randomly on a
weird.
Sunday?
Yeah.
That was also strange.
Well, I don't know. We'll find out. I bet you we're going to find out
Yeah.
maybe this week.
All right, let's get into the bonus.
Bonus picks going on right now is Raw as we were taping. So we got a couple of matches that are happening on Raw tonight. Announced for Raw tonight, Penta versus Rusev in the IC Championship #1 contenders match. Winner of this will take on Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Which could be on Saturday Night's Main Event.
Could be on Saturday Night's Main
I feel
Event.
like that's
Or
what
it could be on next Monday's Raw.
Yeah, I feel like. All right, who's going first?
You, Brian.
Did you feel like something?
You know what? I don't know what they have against Penta. I think Rusev, he shows up, all of a sudden the guy's like taking on everybody.
Yeah.
I feel like Rusev up against Dirty Dom will be fun, even though I would love it to be Penta. I think Penta needs a bigger push. I don't know what's going on. But it's going to be Rusev. I think he's going to win, and I think he's going to go up against Dirty Dom.
All right.
Hey,
Josh,
Mark,
who
can you
got?
go first?
Huh?
Can you go first,
I can.
please?
He's got to Google the winner.
He's going to Google
No.
the winner. He's watching
No,
Raw right now.
no.
He's watching Raw right
I-
now.
That's
No,
happening as we
I have
speak.
a feeling something, and I'd rather have you go first.
It's going to be a Rusev.
Okay.
Guy shows up, and he's just like housing everybody.
Josh, who you got?
Because Saturday Night Main Event's coming up, I think it would make more sense for Saturday Night Main Event to be a triple threat match. Because then you could have them beat each other up, and that's how Dom retains his belt. Because there's no way he could beat Rusev.
Rusev.
There's no way he's beating Penta.
Yeah.
So the only way to potentially have Dom keep his belt, if you want to do the double
Yeah.
belt thing,
Yeah.
is for something to happen, whether it's Judgment Day coming in, or they've been doing it with the Americanos
Yes.
coming in and screwing something up,
Yeah.
and then you can even make it a fatal 4-way.
Yeah. El Grande Americano.
Yeah,
And
I have a feeling, you brought it up with the other match. I have a feeling it's gonna be a no contest because this
Double
one
DQ?
makes sense for a no contest
yeah.
because there's so much storyline going on with all these guys, and there's no way Dom can beat either one of those guys on his own.
Yeah.
So the only way to keep the thing going is if they either knock each other out in this and then it's a no contest. Judgment Day comes in and knocks them all out and it's a no contest.
Yeah.
Or the Americanos come in and knock them all out and it's no contest. And then you set up a fatal 4-way potentially for... Or
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
setting up the Americanos fighting Dom for the AAA belt, and then you have the Intercontinental belt.
Well, Dragon
and
Lee's going up against
right
him for that.
That's
so.
what I mean. But that's
Yeah.
I just don't see a thing where if Penta or Rusev win, for Dom to keep his belt.
Okay, so you're going with no contest.
I'm going with a
then.
no contest.
Okay.
You bringing it up with Drew and with Punk and Jay,
Yeah.
I was like, ooh.
Okay. We'll see if it works. It's only a point, so not a big deal.
No, that's the other reason.
Women's
it's a
Tag
point.
Team Championship match is going to scheduled for tonight as well. Charlotte and Alexa up against Lyra and Bailey. Who can coexist? We'll go to you, Josh.
This one's interesting just because of the dynamics. Because now you have the Bailey, flip of a coin.
Yeah.
Is she going to be happy Bailey? Is she going to be sad Bailey? Is Lyra going to have to smack the crap out of her to get her into bed? Or does, Charlotte or Alexa do something that makes her, snap out of it? And so she's good, and she's like, oh, these are my friends. So with all that, I think it's going to be... do they even have a name? Charlotte and
No.
Alexa?
No,
Just
it's
Charlotte
just
and Alexa.
Best friends. I'm going to call them best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to win.
They're
They're going to
frenemies.
retain.
Frenemies.
They're retaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're retained.
Brian?
This is on SmackDown, right?
This is on Raw tonight.
No, it's just tonight.
Really?
Yes. The WWE Women's Champions could be on any show.
Okay.
That's
'Cause these guys are
and
SmackDown.
NXT.
These guys are. I think Charlotte and Alexa retain, but I think it's entertaining because Lyra and Bailey, I think, have a good thing going. Also, Bailey's turned into the Incredible Hulk, where she can go Hulk, smash,
Festus.
or she turns into Bruce Banner and
Yeah.
she's a lovable doofus. And Lyra has turned into Scarlet. Not Scarlet, Black Widow,
Yes.
and she's like, "Come."
Yes.
It's like, what's going on here?
Hey,
Sun's setting.
bud, the sun's getting real low.
Yeah. I
That's what it
really
was.
feel that Lyra and Bailey
Yeah.
are on their way of winning a tag team belt, but not yet.
Okay.
And I think Charlotte and Alexa retain,
Okay.
but I think they're not going to have it for very long.
Okay. Going against my better judgment here, I'm going to pick Lyra and Bailey.
You think they got
I
the
think
push
they've
now?
started planting the seeds with Nia on Friday night. Coming in and getting in Alexa's face and telling her how Charlotte's, not good for her. And
Yeah.
she's been stabbed in the back by both of them before and all this stuff. And
Yeah.
there's rumors of a match between Alexa and Nia on Friday night. What better way to kind of
Break up the team?
break up the team or to set up that match more is to kind of have her be the one that costs him the belt. But then there's also the thought process of could she still come out and try to cost him the belt, but she doesn't succeed, and that cements Alexa and Charlotte even more.
Right. It always could backfire.
And as you said, the Bailey Credible Hulk thing could snap on Lyra, and she could go
Right.
berserk and
Yeah.
cost him the belt, the match
She's-
completely.
She's a wild card.
She's a wild card.
Wild card.
She's Festus.
Yes.
So that leads me towards Charlotte and Alexa. So I'm on the fence. I don't really know what I'm going to do here. Because Charlotte and Alexa is a safe pick because it's a Raw match. But Lyra and Bailey, that'd be interesting if they won. It'd definitely make it way more interesting than Charlotte and Alexa. I think they've kind of crested the mountain of their story of what, how much more can you do with them kind of thing. But like you said, it's hard. You can't just throw it at them right away and not give them more. You also got the Kabuki Warriors floating around wanting the belts too.
There's a lot of things going on.
Josh, you pick Charlotte and Alexa too?
Yeah.
Go with your gut, Mark.
I know, my gut's always to pick against Lyra. But it never seems to work. For some reason, they like her.
Well, Bailey's the wild card in this match, so.
Yeah, there's a lot of ancillary stuff going on, but I'm not sure if that's going to matter in this. I'm going to go Charlotte and Alexa. I think giving the belts to Bailey and Lyra just doesn't make sense. All right, and now we have the Shot in the Dark pick. Sunday night. or SmackDown on
Friday
Friday.
night.
That's what it is. Ilya Dragunov has started doing the Open Challenge.
He's continuing it.
He's continuing it. He did it last week, and Aleister Black came out.
Right. And
Then Damian Priest came out and cost Aleister Black the match.
right. Which makes me can I go first?
So your
No, how dare you?
pick is who will challenge Ilya Dragunov this Friday night for the U.S. Championship?
I'm gonna say Damian Priest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're going to go for layup?
Yeah, because I think
Then Aleister comes out and costs Damian the match?
maybe, but yeah, I could.
Or Selena comes out and costs Damian the match?
I think Damian Priest makes sense because there's a beef going on there, but also Damian Priest wants to run at the belt. And I kind of feel like I'm falling on the same sword I fell with Sami Zayn, and I was like, oh, the Miz came. No,
Carmelo. and
Carmelo
The Miz.
Hayes came out, and the Miz stopped him. I
Yeah.
thought it was gonna be the Miz, and I was totally wrong.
Yeah.
So I think I could be totally wrong because I feel like I'm falling for the same trap.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna say safe bet Damian Priest, even though I think I'm gonna be wrong. There
Okay.
you go.
Josh, who you got? Who you think's going to come out and cash in on Ilya?
See,
Open Challenge.
it's
Anyone.
tough. It is tough.
It is tough. That's why I'm going safe.
Well, I might just bring back my last pick and just say the heck with it. Yeah.
I don't think it's... I don't think that's...
But that's I don't know. Like, is it going to be any of these guys that have been doing the vignettes, or is it somebody different? Like, I don't know. Like, it's so hard to try and like. Damian Priest kind of does make sense, but
Story wise, does, but this is open challenge. So
I know
open
it's
for
the open
anybody.
challenge. It doesn't really feel like it's a. But you had Ilya come back and win the belt. You had Shinsuke Nakamura come back, win the belt. You try and win the belt. So
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
like some like.
And like Sami Zayn, it could be an NXT person.
Well, that's what I mean. Is that some
Yeah.
like. Do I just go Obafemi again, or
No.
do I
don't
try
think
and pick
it's- I don't
somebody
think
else?
It's not...
I know that's what I mean. Trying to pick somebody out of just nowhere.
It's tough.
Because like there's so much setup for anybody to do it, but who makes sense? But even it doesn't make sense because you've had
You
random
can have
people.
anybody. You can
Yeah.
be anybody.
No. It's not gonna be Chris Jericho.
No, Chris Jericho.
That just popped in my head. I'm like,
John Cena.
no.
No, he's got enough. He doesn't have enough.
No, if
things to come back for.
John Cena is going for anything, he's going after the IC title.
Yeah.
But I still don't see that.
All right,
happening.
pick somebody.
I'm Obafemi. I just can't.
Okay.
I can't make a
All
decision.
right. Damian Priest is an easy one,
Right.
and I'd be really aggravated if you got it.
That's why I've
because
go
that's
easy.
5 points.
Yes.
There's a part of me that wants to say Trick Williams because he lost to Ricky Saints, and it'd be a good chance for him to get out there and throw him out to like the big crowd.
Yeah, I mean,
Didn't we have DeJohn before or some Jay whatever his name is?
Yeah. I'm gonna go Damian Priest because I just don't want Brian to get 5 points.
He doesn't want you to lose. You don't
Well,
want
I'm- I-
he doesn't want.
By
He
yourself.
doesn't, he doesn't. He doesn't want you to get ahead of him.
Yeah, I want you to get ahead of me by 5 points.
well, I don't know. I feel like I'm falling in the same trap I fell in
Well,
before.
I'll fall in that trap with you because
All
I just
right.
don't want to because that's 5 points. Is a lot of points.
There's a lot of points. Now, obviously, I feel like 2 matches are going to be announced, or at least one.
At least
match.
one more will be announced.
because it's a
That-
2-hour show.
Brian, I swear, if I'm right, and it is a triple threat match because of a no contest.
You don't get extra points.
No, I'm just saying. I have a feeling that's why they're setting that up
Yeah.
to add that to Saturday Night Main Event.
Well, we will
Because
text
it's a-
each
yeah.
other, and we
Yeah.
will keep I'm not going to send this
I mean,
out.
we'll be able to text Brian until Thursday, but we can.
I'm going to do my best to watch it. Since we're not recording tomorrow, I'm going to watch the rest of Halloween Havoc in the morning.
Oh, boy.
And I'm going to watch Raw right afterwards.
Oh, boy.
Before I go to work tomorrow.
Wow.
So I'm going to get it all done tomorrow.
Marathon
wrestling. And we will text each other.
That's a WrestlePalooza right there.
Yeah, we will confirm. I'm not going to send this sheet out until after I watch Monday Night Raw because I feel like they will solidify the card. Obviously, these bonus picks cannot be for them. The first two. The last one, yes, but these first two, like, Monday Night Raw already happened.
Yeah.
They could be cheating. I mean, I could still give it to them, I guess, but...
Yeah, no, 3 points they could get without having to do any work.
I know. So, but we'll be back next week and see where the chips fall.
Yes.
It's going to be good.
Can we just see how it all falls apart?
Congratulations, Mariah and Josh.
Yes.
Josh number 2.
JR.
For your wedding.
Yes. It'll be a good time and a fun time. Leo on the 1s and 2s with Joe. Leo's the DJ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so the old Conman crew getting together.
Yes, jeez.
They're DJing the show. And I think, have you guys figured out the whole Wolfpack situation? For that night I'm talking about.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at this point.
No, like, are there going to be like a way to watch the game at the ceremony?
Nah.
I thought you were supposed to get a...
We can't because now it's all on Flow. We'd have to buy a month.
Oh, I don't know if you had someone who had it.
No, it's all on Flow, so...
I don't know if you had someone who had a subscription that you could use.
But you're at a wedding.
We're at a wedding.
You're going to watch a
Ryan's the one that brought it up.
No.
She's the one that's getting married. She brought it up.
As far as I know, she hasn't asked anyone to do it.
Oh, okay.
But I would assume someone's going to be there who can, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we
Not that you'd want to watch anyways. They suck. As always...
Hey, they beat Springfield.
Yeah, that's like beating the Browns.
Hey!
Be safe. Be well. Be kind.
It's a safety.
Rewind. Please like and subscribe.
It's right there.
Good night, Rocky, and good night, Brian.
Good night, Bobby. Bye, Claire.
And
Jazz hands.
clear.